Hey everybody, welcome to group break number 679. We have a 8-box inner case of SP Authentic. Yeah, really not much more to be said. It'll be some fun. Here are your teams. We will flip over here, but this is a pick your team. Again, filled pretty quickly. Thank you for the fill. Here we go. Is there a Perot Future Watch autograph? I think he does, but he'll be a redemption, is my guess. Oh no, he has his he has his inscribed. He should be live. Seneca doesn't have his typically the players that don't have their inscribed but have their live are redemption. So Seneca will be one of those. Florida Marchand. I think you're one of the few people that have ever uttered those words. Here we go. Oh, man. We got to start off with this box, right? Here we go. Could you imagine if it's like every pack is an autograph? Here we go. All right, I am going to rip and stack halves just because after going through the product a couple of times, like 2 boxes, it's like generally pretty bland until you get autographs. So, did I see that little upper deck thing for redemption maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm blind, but we'll see. All right, here we go. Osland on the freshman focus, Pageantry red of Geeky, and a Torlopilo Future Watch red. Sabres, Bruins, Canucks. We got something fancy here. Matvey Michkov for the Flyers. The last team to get bought. Nice little Michkov autograph. I love the base autographs this year. The gold looks so nice with the Spectrum foil. They have some dudes, all right. I mean, he's technically just a dude right now. Hey, Fire. Nylander and Jared McCann. All right, well, we have our other autograph here. Yep. Reed, not Matthew, Schaefer for the Predators to $9.99 on the Future Watch autograph. Predators are a sneaky good team if you're looking for a value team in this. I mean, they have been all year long, but... There we go. Siniev and Coots on the limited red. Ty Mueller. By the way, if you want your Spectrum Future Watch autograph, Future Watch code, or whatever Spectrum code for the bounty, please let me know. Kucherov, Gensel, and Krebs. I will get them to you. Whoa, this is a miscut base card here. You actually have some of the, like, print. If it is Pokemon, this actually would be, like, decently valued. Actually, all of the base cards have the, there's another Spectrum of Kempe, by the way. Collabs of Larkin and Limbaum. All of these base cards are actually, like, really off-centered. You get the little print markers up there. That's sick. And then just base. Alright, we hit both autographs, so... should be nothing else, but... Alright, Lonsdale, you are cleaning up the other break. Lonsdale, it's for the... That's because it's for... The notes are for this break, not the next break. Elias Pettersson to $9.99 on the base Future Watch. Kamel and Natchez. Outliers of Raymond for the Red Wings. Beckett Seneca on the Pageantry, and Yurov. Yeah, all the base cards are actually, like, really off-centered, huh? Robidas, Michael Misa on the Pageantry, DeBrincat on the red. Ooh. William Eklund on the Pageantry autograph. The newest member of the Senators. Not numbered. But it is card 69 of the set, so the 666 box brought a nice pull to us. Draisaitl McDavid, Pageantry of Perfetti, and Weisblatt on the limited autograph. Colton Doc, what's up Doc, JT Comfort, and Josh Norris. Rounding things off. He is a Senator. Or sorry, Senator Shark. It's by the logo on the card. He's a Sharks. Yeah. So it's by the logo on the card. If it's a national logo, it is. If it's a national team logo, it's current team. If they're retired, it's most games played. If it's like an all-star game logo, if it mentions a specific all-star game, it's whatever team they represented at that all-star game. If it's a generic all-star game logo, like just an NHL logo, it is a random between their most games played or current team again. So it is straightforward. Whatever the team logo you see on the card is what it goes for. Again, the general rule is like try and do common sense stuff. The only weird one is that cards do follow the franchise, except for the Jets are now just like the old Coyotes are with the Jets now. Or in the old Jets, sorry, not the old Coyotes. The old Jets are with the current Jets is what I meant to say. They used to always follow to Arizona for us, but since like there's not that much stuff, yeah. So cards follow the franchise. So Arizona Coyotes cards go to Utah. Old Winnipeg Jets cards, they normally would go there, but just because of how the franchise is operated and stuff, we've just combined them with the old Jets. But the Jets do get, there is a Thrashers card in the set. Ryan Suzuki to 99, so the Jets do also get that. Barkov and Pasta. But the NHL is weird about how they handle that. Matthew Wood, Samuel Hellenius, and Jonathan Aspero. Sorry, it's hard to talk and like get thoughts through clearly while doing the break. Kempe, Stolars, and Reinhardt. But just general like common sense stuff. Future icons. I don't know if he's a future icon, but Frederic Brunet to 399. Collabs for the Blues, Marcia So and Ryan Green. Ufko, Perot on the Pageantry, and Morgan Frost. There we go. Let's go. We got a patch. We have a patch. Where are my 180s? They are above me. Let's go. We'll do the patch last. Couturier, Matthew Wood on the red, Metsa for the Sabres. Ivan Fedotov on the update for the Flyers. Last team to go gets 2 autographs. I think he's headed back to Russia though, right? That's someone who probably had their career derailed from geopolitical stuff, which sucks. Sabrango, Duran on the limited red. Sandin Palika on the level 2 Spectrum. Brady Tkachuk and Tim Stützle on the collabs. Oh yeah, that's a collab, all right. McDavid on the limited red. Cutter Gauthier on the Spectrum. Matthew Robertson and Noah Laba. 2 Rangers in there. All right, it goes this way. It is a flame. It is Mackenzie Weegar. 200 on the patch auto. Well, you got your flames. Unfortunately, probably really hoping for like Perec or something, but you take a patch auto. The thing that tilts me the most about these is the fact that these are vertical, but the patch is horizontal. I don't know why. It just bugs me. There we go. Yeah. Hopefully it's not the only patch auto of the case, but hey. It's at least a 3-color patch auto, so Vetrano and Ville Koivunen. He played for Utah? Right? He was Utah. Rasmus Anderson went to Vegas. I feel like he was Utah. But someone correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. The thing you gotta remember is that Weegar played good, Anderson played bad. So, of course, Anderson was on the team that went to the Cup Finals. All right. Whatever. It's a patch auto. We'll take patch autos. Will Mitchkov actually be a flyer by the end of the summer? I think there's a legitimate chance he gets traded. Also, thanks everyone for the early start today. It's going to get really hot here, and I just want to make sure that I'm out ahead of it, so it's not super brutal. Gunther on the Spectrum. Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, Lejeau for the Hurricanes. Green of Cam Lund to 199. Levshinov and Stamkos, Chicago and Nashville. Yeah, what a flurry of activity. Kaprizov for the Wild, Mitchkov for the Flyers, Finney for the Red Wings. It's almost like talent has become the desirable thing in the NHL because there's a shortage of talent. Snuggerud, Wendell Clark, and Cutter Gauthier. Ooh. Bruce Stevich for the Flames. All right, teams are double dipping. Nice Bruce Stevich, horizontal. Again, pet peeve is when horizontal cards have a vertical back. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Rantanen for the Stars. Isaac Howard for the Oilers. Nice Bruce Stevich. Be curious to see where he fits in because I feel like him, Perek, and Nemec all kind of are a similar profile of defender. So, Farinacci for the Bruins, Kirill Kudryavtsev for the Canucks, Simon Holmstrom for the Islanders. Blue of Yanni Neiman on the Freshman Focus, Z Buyam for the Wild, Sabrango for the Senders. Again, Buyam stuff is wild in this. Mr. Tyler Toffoli is a base card. Boldy Kaprizov, Dunyonato for Chicago, and Zach Hyman. Farinacci, Robidas, and Bruce Stevich. Should have another autograph in here, right? There we go. Well, that'll do. For the San Jose Sharks, horizontal Future Watch autograph of Michael Misa to 199. K-Mac, let's go. Let's go. How low can I do my let's go that it still sounds exciting? Let's go. Celebrini and McAvoy there as well. Nice little Celebrini inserts. I mean, yeah, if you get one good Future Watch autograph, it's like, yeah, you're good. The horizontals being lower numbered is nice, and not having like the 50 billion retros that we used to have, but all right, 62 on the box numbers. His autograph isn't the worst. We should yeah, the horizontals are definitely better than the retros. I don't mind when they do the retros as like a super short print one for the really high end guys, like out of 25s type of thing. Because I think it'd be cool to be like, you know, this 10 years ago would have been McDavid's year. So having the McDavid, like Schaefer on the McDavid style Future Watch, I think would be sick. There we go. Mitchkov on the Spectrum, Dylan Duke, and Michael Callahan. Emmett Finney to 399 on the blue. Jack Hughes, Austin Matthews, New Jersey, Toronto. Gabe Perreault, Matthew Wood, Axel Sandin Pellikka. Sandin Pellikka notably does not have autographs in this, which is I'm shocked he wasn't just an update. Mueller, Brant Clark, or Forsberg. Or sorry, not an update. A redemption. Roy Cairns to 399. Jack Hughes, Hischier, Hudson, and Dalbeer for the Blues. Phil, I will try and get to it. Again, we do not guarantee base. I will try and get you like a team set. But yeah, just because it does take, unfortunately, time to go through stuff. And so, but yeah, I will do my best to get you the team sets. All right, here we go. Collabs blue for the Leafs. Perek on the red. Shabanov for the Islanders. Lucas Dostal for the Ducks on the sign of the times. Dostal. I'm a big Dostal fan. Ovechkin on the outliers. Panarin. Well, Sharks are feasting. There's a Chernyshov Future Watch autograph. He's got a unique autograph. Sharks are feasting. Is his autograph going to be... I want to see his autograph in all sets now and see how consistent it is. Because that like doesn't seem something you can be super consistent with. Bouillon for the Wild. Villander for the Canucks. Villander is also a non-auto Future Watch. Dylan Duke. Collabs of Vegas and Celebrini on the red. I'm assuming the Celebrini red's still going to carry some like cachet. Collabs green for the Red Wings. Verhaeghe and Kiefer Sherwood for the Canucks. Well, Sharks cleaned up. Flyers cleaned up. Flames did well. And we still got half a case left to go. But yeah, like Sharks you now feel like, oh, hey, we're fine. SCA Perot? I hope so, man. Haven't seen his autograph stuff in a while, so. I like him a lot. I think, I hope he gets not Rangered. Because the Rangers generally suck at developing their young players. It's like them and the Kraken are two teams that I instantly downgrade all their players from what I really think that they should be. Because every time they get a young player, even if they're like really talented, a lot of people like them, it never works out. Oh, really? Curated signatures for the Islanders. Well, not the Islander you're hoping to hit, but Palmieri to 299. Right to the Canucks. Is that confirmed or is that just asking about it? I'd be fine with it if the price is low. That's one that it just depends on the price. Dorofeyev and Kucherov. Nicholas Koko for the Kraken. Now, the Kraken are a good value team in this break because they do have decent Future Watch autographs. I do like Koko. I do also like Berkeley Cadden. But yeah, I'd be fine with Shane Wright, giving him playing time, Fensor or Farinacci. Especially, put a little bit of an extra chip on his shoulder, not that he needs anymore. Braden Coots on the level 2 Future Watch. DeBrusk and Pedersen on the collabs. Nylander for the Leafs. Brady Tkachuk for the Senators. I'm sorry I can burn that. Demidov on the freshman focus. Dylan Duke. Hagel, Rory Cairns, and Justin Robidas. Yeah, like, I like Shane Wright as a player profile. I don't think he was ever going to live up to his draft hype. Just because a lot of his point totals were based off of, like, extreme usage. Like, he played a lot of minutes, and so it's not the same as, like, his point totals weren't the same as someone who played, like, less playing time type of thing. Still a very good player, but yeah, he does add a lot of sass. Cannot forget about the sass factor. Brady Martin to 199 on the green. Bedard on the outliers. Werenski for the Blue Jackets. Olivier Rodrigue on the freshman focus. Is that like purple? Or is that just the regular? It's just the regular. Mark Gatcomb. Dylan Holloway. Frank Nazar. and Connor Bedard, obviously Shea Theodore, Rory Cairns. Ryan Green on the green with a Nikishin, Pageantry, and a Kempe red. Ryan Green on the blue, Camland on the red, and Gritsik. A lot of the Pageantries, by the way, have soft bottom corners. Gritsik for the Devils there. Feels like it takes a while to open up the boxes for some reason. It's like I feel like we should be done by now, but hey, I'm not complaining. Got a decent little front row there. It'd be nice to get one more really good autograph or a patch auto, but we'll take Chernyshov and Misa and Michkov and Uyghur. Lots of M's. Lots of M's. Here we go. I think we have something unique. Aho, Trevor Moore, and Rodrigo Abals. I'm just going to shrink down the insert stack up there. We got a Pageantry auto. Joaquin Kamel for the Predators. Yeah, Canucks sold quickly. We might do, depending on how things are going, we might actually do another pick your team today. Milstat and Brusevich. Upside down. Why'd you let the Flyers not sell, folks? Carson Dorbort. Gabe Perreault and Tim Washington. Not that the cards are like super valuable. The Mitchkov's pretty sick. And for the Oilers, Stuart Skinner on the Authentics update from last year with a Rantanen autograph there. I'll save those up at the end here. Luke Hughes. Malkin to 99 on the gold. Larkin, Raymond, and Niederreiter. The gold parallels are actually really nice. By the way, fun sports card thing. I was hoping to go for a lot cheaper than what it did and that people wouldn't realize the value of it. But there's a Kobe EX 2000 rookie out of $4.99 in a local auction. And I was like hoping that it'd go for really cheap and that I could get an extremely good deal on it. But it ended up going for $12,000, which like probably a fair price. It looked really clean. If it grades well, it's probably like a 50K card, I would say. Somewhere's in that range. But yeah. Kind of crazy seeing that because those cards rarely surface, and when they do, they normally command a huge premium. So for the longest time, it was like it wasn't getting any bids, any traction. Just like told my wife, it's like, hey, like this is a really good opportunity if it sells cheap to like get it, go grade it, and then hopefully pay off a car. But unfortunately, it did not. All right, Matt Boldy on the Spectrum. I forgot they wore those jerseys. Neiman and Brandseg Nygaard. Holofoils time. Dino Ciccarelli for the North Stars, a.k.a. the Dallas Stars. Again, Minnesota North Stars, go to Dallas. Follow the franchise. Yeah, it sold locally. It sold in an Able Auctions thing. There's also like just giant pages of EX with like Jordan and stuff in them, but that one, it went for like way over what you could buy everything for, so. Cairns and Dion and Finley. So, Green, Thatcher Demko, Dustin Wolf. Oliver Moore on the Spectrum, Hagel, Medano, and Levchinov on the Limited. Hagel on the Green Outliers, Levchinov, and Mikko Rantanen. Yeah, so the one thing, Duty, everything on Able Auctions trading card wise tends to go for way more than what it should. I think that's the first time in a while that I've seen a card actually undersell. Or like go for market rate. But there's like $300-$400 Kobe cards going for like $6. Like they had his Chrome rookie and stuff, and it went for what you can just straight up buy it for on eBay. And then like you have the 20% fees on top of that. So I'm actually debating seeing if I can put some of my stuff through them on what their payouts are like. Because, like, why not? Boosh Boy, Devils, nothing. There we go. There are some like minor things, like some inserts and stuff, but nothing major. So I just have the stack of base cards in front of the keyboard. Alright. Here we go. Shifley on the Outliers, Ufko, Taylor Ward for the Kings. Nikita Zadorov for the Bruins on the Sign of the Times. Nikishin and Toffoli for the Sharks. Stanky on the Spectrum. Whoa, triple Hurricane pack. Suzuki and Nikishin. Yeah. I mean, the way to look at it, too, is that if you hit an autograph, obviously depending on what team you pay for, but, like, you got half of a box. Of, like, the good part of the box. Cam Lund, Sorokin, Suzuki. Collapse for the Predators. Predators on the Bunting, and Mr. Smooth himself, Robert Thomas, on the blue. I'm just going to double check here, because we only got the one autograph. Which means it's probably just a bonus, but... yeah. Alright, here we go. The base Celebrini, yeah, I will try and remember that. Let me, the next one I pull, I'll throw in there. Oh, it's just literally right on top here. That worked out. Okay, there's just autographs all the way down, apparently. Pedersen with the pageantry of Geeky and Ty Mueller. Two Canucks, one Bruin. Clayton Keller, Sandine Palika, Jesper Bratt. Ryan Green, 369 of 399. Nice one there for Chicago. Stamkos and Malkin on the base inserts. You guys slept on the Flyers. Tyson Forrester. I actually like Forrester as a player. That's crazy. Last team went for insane. Brunet, Casper, and then, yeah, Ethan Frank will be the last Future Watch autograph. Not much of a suspense there, but hey. Oh, could this be a triple capital pack? Stroman, Ovechkin, and Ethan Frank, the triple cap pack. All right, last box here. I mean, solid inner if you had the Flyers and the Sharks. We got our Legends Hall of Foil. We got some nice stuff. It'd be nice to get a good patch here or like a good parallel Future Watch here. Taze, I think you got at least a Spectrum in there of Dylan Duke, if I remember correctly, but yeah. Yeah, it is the pros and cons of spa. Some days you go to the spa and you get nice and relaxed, and some days you get very brutal massage. Yeah, this is not a fun case if you had the Habs and Islanders. But all it takes is one card. All it takes is one card. And that's not it. Oliver Moore to 399. Cairns and Cooley. Aho Jarvis. Eklund for the Sharks and Olsland for the Sabres. Rinzel, Cagnoni, and Connor Bedard on the limited red. Rinzel, Demidov. There's a Hab. And Camille. Actually, no Schaefer inserts yet either, which is... I didn't check to see how many he had. Caulfield on the Outliers. Kevin Hayes for the Penguins. And UC Saros for the Predators. Here we go. Last half should be the autographs. Hope for something big. Again, 2 good base Future Watches is nice. Got a nice veteran, but we need like 1 other, like maybe a good vet would be nice here too. Sabrango, Ty Mueller, Lennox, or a good Islander. One or the other. Mike Ricci. So this one is a Coyote, so it goes to Utah. On the Sign of the Times update. That is a very unique card. The most confusing franchise, because it their cards go both ways. But if it's Coyote, it goes to Utah. If it's a Jet, it goes to the Jets. That's how it works there. Kyrou Thomas and Zachary LaRue. All right. I think that's satisfiable, even though the autograph sucks. Easton Cowan to $5.99. He put up that W on the card because all he does is win. Literally all he does is win. Aho and Jarvis and Quinn Hudson. Maybe we'll have a 3rd auto in here. Doesn't look like it though. Callahan for the Bruins, Suzuki and Slavin. And Point with an Aho and a Sillinger. All right. That is the break. Yeah, no Booyam. You got some base stuff in there of his at least, but recap time, I mean, that's good enough for the end. So Ricci, Frank, Forrester, Zadorov, Kamel, Dorwart, Skinner Authentics. Actually, I want to keep track of updates. How many did we end up getting here? Sorry. Coco, Palmieri, that is current year, Dostal, Brustevich, Fedotov, Eklund, Schaefer. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the Michkov. On the non-Future Watch autos from this year, we got 3 updates with the Fedotov, the Ricci, and the Skinner. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So it's a little bit more than 2 per box, which is nice. So Schaefer, Brustevich, Coco, Dorwart, and Frank were some of our Future Watch autographs. Holofoils of Cicerelli. Uyghur patch auto. Easton Cowan on the horizontal boy for the Leafs. I know our resident Leafs fans going to be very happy about that. But Sharks cleaned up with the Chernyshov and the hit of the break, the Michael Misa horizontal to $1.99. Great inner for the Sharks. Flyers just, yeah, crushed it.